Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. We are about to dive into a report that's got a new face in a key seat, and folks, this one's got some serious experience. Today we are dissecting an 8K filing from Trevi Therapeutics Incorporated. For those new here, an 8K is like a company's immediate announcement of big news, the stuff that shareholders and investors really need to know right away. Think of it as the company's urgent bulletin board. And the biggest piece of news here is a significant change in their financial leadership. So Trevi Therapeutics has brought on David Hastings to be their new Chief Financial Officer. This isn't just any hire. Mr. Hastings is a seasoned veteran, and his resume reads like a who is who of biopharma finance. Has been the top financial guy at companies like Arbutus Biopharma Corporation, Unilife Corporation, and Insight Corporation. He even has experience with Arcule Incorporated before it was acquired. This brings a lot of gravitas and a deep well of knowledge to Trevi Therapeutics. His effective date is the 6th of January 2026, so they are prepping for this transition. Looking at his recent past, he was with Arbutus Biopharma from mid-2018 until early 2025. Prior to that, he spent a significant chunk of time from 2015 to 2017 as Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at Unilife Corporation. And before that, an extensive period from 2003 to 2014 as Chief Financial Officer and Executive Vice President at Insight Corporation. He is also currently a board member and chairs the Audit Committee at Synexus Incorporated, another publicly traded biotech company. This track record suggests a very strong understanding of the challenges and opportunities within the biotech and pharmaceutical sector, especially from a financial perspective. He earned his Bachelor of Arts in Economics from the University of Vermont. Now, let's get into the terms of his employment, because that is where we often see the real implications of these hires. His new role comes with an annualized base salary of $522,000. That's a solid number reflecting his experience. On top of that, he is eligible for an annual bonus, which could be as much as 40% of his base salary. This bonus structure is pretty standard for executives, tying a portion of their compensation to company performance, which is a good sign for shareholders. It means his success is meant to be tied to the company's success. He is also set to receive separation benefits under the company's existing plan. This sounds administrative, but it often means there are terms for what happens if his employment ends, whether by choice or by the company's decision. It is good to know there are predefined rules in place. And here is the really juicy part for performance incentives. Upon starting his role, Mr. Hastings will be granted an option to purchase a substantial 375,000 shares of Trevi Therapeutics common stock. The price he can buy these shares at will be the stock's price on the day he gets the option. This is a significant equity grant. This option doesn't give him immediate access to all those shares. Instead, it vests over time. A quarter of the shares, 25%, will be accessible after his first year, and then the rest will be released bit by bit every month for the next 4 years. This long vesting schedule is designed to keep him committed to the company for the long haul, aligning his interests with sustaining the company's value over several years. Finally, Hell signed the company's standard indemnification agreement. What does that mean in plain English? Well, it is basically a legal shield. If he gets sued or faces legal trouble because of his work at Trevi Therapeutics, the company agrees to cover some of his costs like legal fees, judgments, or fines. This is pretty common for high-level executives and is meant to protect them from personal financial ruin due to corporate actions. So, what is Trevi Therapeutics all about? They are a biopharmaceutical company focused on developing treatments for serious medical conditions. Their lead product candidate is aimed at treating pruritus, which is a fancy word for severe itching that often comes with liver diseases like cirrhosis. It's a condition that significantly impacts quality of life for many patients. Bringing in a CFO with a strong background specifically in biopharma means they are serious about navigating the complex financial waters of drug development, clinical trials, and bringing new therapies to market. Trevi Therapeutics common stock trades on the Nasdaq stock market under the ticker symbol TREVI. This listing means they are subject to the rules and regulations of the Nasdaq, which are designed to ensure a certain level of transparency and corporate governance. Looking at the broader picture, hiring a CFO of this caliber, especially with substantial equity incentives, signals confidence from the company's board. They are likely looking for strong financial stewardship to guide their growth and development strategies, especially as they advance their lead drug candidate through clinical stages. This kind of hire can also signal to investors that the company is maturing and taking its financial operations very seriously. Now, this filing does not contain detailed financial tables like a 10Q or 10K would. The focus here is strictly on the leadership change and the associated terms. However, The strategic implication of such a hire for future financial reporting and company strategy is significant. It tells us they are gearing up for potentially significant events, be it further development, potential partnerships, or future funding rounds. Looking at this hire from a strategic standpoint, David Hastings' experience at Insight Corporation, a company that successfully developed and commercialized treatments like Jakafi, is particularly relevant. Insight is a powerhouse in the field, and his tenure there would have provided him invaluable insights into scaling operations, managing R&D investments, and navigating the regulatory landscape. This expertise is precisely what a company like Trevi Therapeutics will lean on as it progresses its own pipeline. The equity grant also warrants a closer look. A significant option grant like this with a multi-year vesting schedule is a powerful tool to incentivize long-term performance. It means Mr. Hastings has a vested interest in seeing the stock price of TABI increase over his tenure. The fact that the exercise price is tied to the closing price on the grant date means he benefits from future appreciation, not from a discounted entry point. This is pure performance pay. In terms of risks, the primary risk for Trevi Therapeutics, as with any biopharma company at this stage, revolves around the success of its clinical trials. If their lead product candidate doesn't meet efficacy or safety endpoints, the value of the company and consequently the value of Mr. Hastings' equity options could be significantly impacted. However, the company's decision to bring in experienced financial leadership suggests they are preparing to manage these risks and opportunities with a skilled hand. Overall, this is a positive development for Trevi Therapeutics. The addition of David Hastings as CFO brings a wealth of experience and aligns perfectly with the growth phase of a biopharmaceutical company. The incentives provided in his offer letter demonstrate a commitment to aligning executive compensation with the long-term success of the business. While we don't have the financial numbers in this particular filing, the strategic move to bolster their financial leadership team is a strong indicator of their forward-looking plans and their commitment to prudent financial management. It suggests they are building a solid foundation for future growth and are serious contenders in their niche of the pharmaceutical market. Alright, that is our breakdown of Trevi Therapeutics' latest filing. What is your take on this CFO hire and what it signals for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.